Okay, is everything working? Oh, god damn it, the wrong microphone's in. All the audio settings are off.
Disaster.
Let me just play the Sumo anyway. Alright.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Hey, Jared. You don't have a bye no more.
Yeah.
Okay. You're facing Ben. Hey, Ben.
Alright, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, is the right microphone in?
Your audio sounds good and crisp to me. I don't know
Looks
if you
good.
have a better microphone.
It's
Yeah.
coming through on OBS, it's coming through on Discord. We're gonna be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Amateur Sumo, welcome to day 0. This is the Raijin Sumo East Coast Thunderdome. Another Amateur Sumo event with some faces we should recognize as soon as we can get this show on the fucking road.
I am excited though. I do kind of like this as just a little whet your appetite before the Basho.
Show. I enjoy the vibes of just, this is a backyard baseball stadium. There he is.
It's honestly, there's the man. I totally agree with you. I love it that they stick to it. So like this is all Eric's deal, I think, right? Eric Wynn, who sets this up, and the baseball field and the clay. Like, I don't know. What do you think about that in Amazumo? Because obviously the mats are the international standard, so technically you're supposed to compete there, I guess. But just the vibes of clay are cool.
I would like to talk about that, but we have a highlight match right out of the gate. Buffalo Man
First match
versus Edible.
Oh!
Here to start us off.
This isn't a fancy show tournament. This is for the diehards, and also going to be a high quality tournament because there's really not on the line here.
A good day's work for us.
That's the thing. It's the competition, not the production this time. It's a boatload of monsters here. God, Edo's looking in good shape. If this is his tune-up for September.
Sorry, what were you saying earlier before I got completely distracted?
I was also distracted by Edo's pecs, so I don't know, man.
Good start there. Edible immediately grabs a belt grip. Brandon trying to turn him.
Very big open arm touch here. Edible.
Yeah.
Gets the turn, down he goes.
Woo!
Good suplex.
Yoji calls it for Edible. Winner.
So, I think he's gonna stop by later, but we were hanging out with Grand Rapids Sumo the last time we did one of these, and he was the one who was telling me last time that Brandon, the Buffalo Man, likes to like basically do a stutter step on his Tachi and like break his opponent's charge before making contact. Do you think that's why Edo did what he did there?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to ask the man. I get you.
I would like to, but
On deck.
I didn't get the best view of that touch here.
Karate East.
Yeah.
Dylan Edwards, Raijin Sumo.
So the dude on the right is Romeo. He runs
mostly talking about
DMV.
his Edible came out with his arms really out, not like a defensive touch at all. I wonder if that was just for like aggression purposes.
Yeah. To make sure he got on the belt.
Yeah.
I don't know who's on the left. Do you? The guy on the right is Romeo, I think, from DMV Sumo.
Oh, don't recognize him.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of these guys are going to be Eric's boys, Raijin guys.
Yeah, this is going to be the local tournament, plus some other lads.
Yeah.
Romeo dodging to the side, hand catches him, has him at the edge. Can he finish the job? Out he goes.
Actual crush out.
Winner,
Not just
big
a pedal
hand
G
for
up there.
Raijin Sumo. Give it up for our fighters.
Look pretty good. I like Top Knot. Excited to see him in another match because I think the attempted Henka, I don't know, kind of threw off what we were seeing. I guess I don't know that it was a Henka. Maybe I caught a Tsukashi instead.
I still need to learn the goddamn names.
I've got like there's what like okay, there's way more than they actually call the main ones, but even the main ones, they're like, yeah, you just need to learn 80. It's not a big deal.
On deck, we have Sean Mozingo.
There's really 20 that you need to know,
on the east side,
and even then.
Michael
Yeah.
Burgess.
Yeah,
Art of
that are
Persistence
statistically
on the west.
relevant.
Yeah. But like the thing that bothers me about them is that
never
The
call him that.
literal
I never
translations
remember
are
that
just
that's
what
the
I'm
person
saying in
that-
English
Yeah,
anyway.
big fan.
That was a push
Yes.
out. No, that was an oshi dashi. What does oshi mean? Push. What does dashi mean? Out. Okay, got it.
And then I know I'm totally with you,
Good
but then
stuff
there
for
are
Brooklyn
like
Dylan, wrapping him up, finds himself at
nice
the
little
edge of
drive.
the
Oh,
zone. Can he
gets
finish
just
the
turned at
job?
the edge.
Gets him
Turns the
down and
momentum
out.
again.
That was
You're
a
cut.
close one. Referee
Yeah,
calls it
victory
don't
for
know.
losing
Cody
position.
E.
Well done.
Yeah. Just turned his opponent's momentum around. I'm with you, but then like I'm with you because like the literal translations, you feel like you got it, and then you hear someone explain it, and you're like, well, no, technically Oshidashi, their hands. What is it? Oshidashi, their hands are on the chest. Yorikiri, their hands are on the belt. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, you're using your chest to drive him out with your hands on the belt.
Right.
From Rising Sumo on the east
what is
side.
it?
Michael
God,
Burgess, Art of
now you've messed
Persistence
me
on
up.
the west. On
Yorikiri.
deck,
messed
Daniel
you up.
Douglas from New York
Yeah.
Sumo Club
Yeah.
on the east side. And Cham from Rising Sumo on the west.
That's not. Let me relax. Now a bunch of people I don't recognize, but they look good.
Yeah, I agree. Which again, I would expect. Like, I have not met the man, but would love to have a conversation with Eric Wynn. Because like, he seems to just like discover these gems, but I think what it actually is he must be coaching them up, right? Like, Edo came out of his club, Seth Adams came out of his club. What was his name? Jared Falk? Is that a guy who was our middleweight champion but couldn't go to Poland because of a concussion?
I think
Good
so,
start
yeah.
there from Michael coming underneath.
Yeah.
Eric gets a grip on the belt.
Hey, Eric's a
Has him at
serious
the edge,
talent.
fighting his way back to the center.
Yeah, like, well, and that's the other thing is Eric's a multiple time gold medalist himself. Like, he's a monster and also appears to be a great coach. Like, there can be no coincidence that so many of these dudes come out of Raleigh, North Carolina, of all places. When somewhere like Texas is the mecca for Amazumo in the U.S.
For the shows. Actually, no, they got 2 people going to World, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the only people with multiple entrants at Worlds from America, so... Yeah, Texas is the mecca of Amazumo right now. But like, if you get like a bigger interest and a better like situation for these guys, using the brain
on the east
handle
side, Seth on the west.
in North Carolina could really be dominant.
Yeah. I think dude on the right, I think I recognize. I think that's the monster from the New York tournament we watched. Empire Cup.
Man, we got the sumo starting tomorrow. It's gonna be so cool.
Love it.
I gotta go back to
Double.
work.
Oh. Nice low tachi eye from the guy on the right too, considering how tall he is.
Yeah, good news.
Big hit from both men. Cham trying to get underneath. Daniel has a grip on the belt. Has Cham
That's
down and
clean.
out. Winner, Daniel from New York
Good
Sumo
work, Gary
Club.
Drive.
Give it up for our fighter.
Yeah, it was. All right, if Green Belt from New York is in the same club as the unit, which I believe he is, I just want him training the unit constantly. Like, here's how you grab a belt, man.
Talking about Red Belt the Beast from, I think, New York.
Red-
We've got Gabe, Tennessee
Yep,
Sumo
Red Belt
Justice
Beast.
on the east
I think he's from New
side.
York.
Seth from Rising
I
Sumo
also-
Yeah,
on
I think
the
they're both
west,
from the same
on deck.
club. I think they both are in
Grant
Oscar's
Meyer
club.
from
Yeah, I
Thunder
also
Lizard
don't
Sumo
know
on the
what I'm
east
talking
side,
about,
and
so.
Eric Wynn from Rising on the west.
No, you do. You've got it correct. So,
Alright, looks like Hayden's at work and can't join us, sadly.
oh, that would have been great.
Anyone else I know? JJ's at work. Everyone else is offline.
I suppose I wasn't even thinking about that. The time change. Like for me, I'm like at work. We're an hour and a half past 5 on the East Coast, though. They're Central Time, Mountain Time. North America's a large place, just like Australia.
Also, jobs around 24/7.
Give it up for Gabe.
Well,
Tennessee
this is
Sumo
true.
Association.
Yeah, I have not had to work a job with overnights for like 8 years or something. It's been a long time since I was a man of the people, I guess.
You and me both, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
One thing I
Up
do
next, we have
absolutely
Grant
miss,
Meyer,
though,
Thunder Lizard
and it's the
Sumo
only
on
thing I
east,
miss from
taking
working
on
late,
Eric Wynn, Rising Sumo on
was
the
just
west.
coming
On
home
deck, we
and
have Saul
falling
Vega,
asleep
Rising
and not
Sumo on
worrying
the
about
east side.
anything.
And Eric
Just
Yes.
getting to wake
Yes.
up without
Sumo
alarms
on
or
the west.
dramas.
and like, because you're going to bed at noon or whatever, so like you can either have your whole day to yourself, or yeah, like you said, you just absolutely crash, and there's no like it's the best sleep you've ever had, and no concerns of anything, because you work like 5 days on, 3 days off.
Yeah, we just sleeping right now.
A little something here in the first round of our East Coast Thunderdome tournament.
Bit of a silverback match here. Here's Eric we were talking about.
Yeah, I want to know who the dude on the right is, though. I'm excited. Let's see. He looks pretty stacked considering the silverback, like you say. His legs look
Oh,
good.
their squads.
Clean start, big hit from Eric.
Oh, but Eric is
Eric's-
so good,
Eric
man.
Wynn gets the win from
Eric's
Rising
drive is just too
Sumo.
strong, man. I wanted to meet
nuts.
him, and he's never been to anything that I've been to. And
I
he
know,
does
and
travel
like-
to sumo. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. I also want to meet that guy.
Up
Just
next, we have
like,
Saul Vega on
it just
the
seems like
east
he'd be a
side for
wealth of
Rising
knowledge of
Sumo,
Amazumo
and
in the
Eric
US
LaFontaine,
too.
Thunderdome
Like,
Sumo on the west.
I hear Saul Vega. Yes. The
Yes.
big
On
man.
deck, we have Kai
How
from
long has
Buffalo
Saul been
United
doing
Martial
it?
Arts on the
I
east
don't
side,
know.
taking on Elliot
I
from
really
Rising
have
Sumo on the
very
west.
little. If you don't,
you're good.
if I don't talk to you
Yeah.
at Rollertown, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fair. No
It
idea
is,
who
it
the
is,
guy
it
on the
is,
left
and
is,
if
though.
I'm doing this, I should be more knowledgeable.
We'll get there. It's like we're talking about with wanting to meet Eric. Like, I just need to sit down and like have all these guys give me an hour of their time. I know that's like selfish, but like I just feel like it'd be a good time.
Saul to wall. Go.
Bring a camera and do interviews, I guess.
Good hit from Saul. Has him
Yeah,
at the edge,
yeah.
and out he goes.
Saul's
Winning
looking
with
good.
his quickness is Saul Vega from
Yeah, yeah.
Rising Sumo.
Goodness gracious, what's going on?
Wait, did they just say Saul is Raijin? I thought he was from Texas.
Everybody remember, this is
I
a
wasn't
double
listening. I'll be
elimination
back on
tournament,
stream
so
now.
one loss, you're not out of it. You can still fight your way to the top and go for that gold.
I'll listen
Double
after the next
elimination.
time,
Is
but
this open weight?
yes, the whole thing is just open weight. Like,
Excellent.
I love how Eric has put it together.
Up
Yeah.
next, we have Kai from Buffalo United Martial Arts
I
on
can't
the
believe
east
they
side.
must have just
Elliot
done
from
random
Rising
lots,
Sumo
right?
on
Like
the
the
west.
Edo
On
Brandon
deck,
matchup as the
Eric
first
Williams
matchup of
on
the
the
day
east
in a first
side,
rounder is
and
crazy.
Adam
So now
from Rising
Buffalo
Sumo
Man
on the west.
is in the elimination bracket. Like that's devastating for anyone else down there.
Yeah, absolute highlight match out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Good hit from Kai. Elliot has him underneath at the edge, and out he goes. Good finish from Elliot. Winner. Elliot from Rising Sumo.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
I do significant. Who is
Up next, we have
this?
Eric Williams on the east side. Taking on
don't
Adam
know,
from
but I'm
Rising
into
Sumo
it.
on the west.
If you're wondering what that was, I do significant trolling on
On
Instagram.
deck, we have Thomas from
And-
Rising Sumo on the east side.
No,
and
one of
Hayden
my,
Southall from Dallas Sumo Club on
Comments
the west.
popped off, and I forgot my phone was on full volume.
Get that one out the way.
It's so much fun. I will just say literally anything if I know it. Like I will guess what the vibe is of the video and who the audience is, and then just say the exact opposite thing. It's so much fun.
Feel like that just feels Australian to me. I think that's the way of your people.
Seriously, who is
love-
Grandpa?
I was about to say, I love the number of like KG vets here, and this man is like Santa vibes full
Clean
on.
start, hands out. Adam goes for a grip on the belt. Eric trying to
looks
push
to
and
be
drive it
fairly
back.
strong,
Adam finds
too.
himself at the edge. He's
You
in trouble.
look at that
He's to the
drive!
middle,
Go!
to the middle, gets him landing
His
back
calves
down,
look
tables
great.
has it.
Come on, man,
Eric
drive,
at the
drive,
edge
drive,
now.
bend
Can he
him.
finish him off, trying to lift him out.
He's fighting a
Turns
judo
again,
or a
and out he
jiu-jitsu guy for
goes.
sure, though, right? Like
Persistence from
the way
Adam.
that guy
What a
wanted
battle.
to stay
Our
away
winner
and
is
kind of
Adam
like
from
bend and
Rising
grapple
Sumo.
in red.
Yeah, for sure. He was. Wait, what was that at the end?
From Rising
His exit.
Sumo.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
I don't know if I'm like, man.
Just a fan of the combat, not the sport, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, here's the
Up
big
next,
man himself.
Thomas from Rising Sumo on the east side, and Hayden from Dallas Sumo Club on the west. Everybody give it up for Hayden, member of the World Team, going to represent Team USA at Worlds. Make some noise. On deck, we have Ryan White on the east side and Michael Green from Raijin Sumo on the west.
Yes, sir. It's in my trunk. Okay. Forgot that was happening. Thank you.
This should be pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
Big hit from Thomas. Hayden takes it well. Down he
Never
goes.
mind.
Whoa!
Oh my
Big
god.
hit
What
from
in the
Thomas from Raijin Sumo.
That's a big snap.
So, first of all, that just seemed like smart tactically or something. Again, these Raijin guys, I'm just like, I want to talk to Eric. I think he's an amazing coach. He coaches guys up. They know what to
Up next, we
do.
have Ryan
That
White on
should have
the
been a
east side.
squash match.
Michael Green from Raijin
Oh,
Sumo
Hayden
on
does
the west.
refuse to let little guys get on his belt, which is why he was leaning so forward. And I guess it does leave him vulnerable to a pull down like that.
Sumo on the west.
Right,
You know
right.
what? Let's review.
Yeah. I mean, this is a big match. Like, this is what we're here for, is to prep for Worlds.
So see how
Big hit from Thomas.
far leaning forward Hayden is.
Hayden
Yeah.
And then also brilliantly, oops. Look which way he
Big hit
pulls him
from
down.
Thomas. Hayden
He pulls him towards the open side leg because most of the strength is on Hayden's right leg, our left leg, and so he pulls him down to the open side.
well down
It's
he
exactly
goes.
what you were talking about when we were watching the Sakura Cup and how many guys went for pull downs, and as you pointed out, he's like, that's their plant leg. They're not going to do anything.
Yeah, you pulled him onto the strong side.
Yeah.
Right on the east side. Raijin Sumo on the west.
You gotta pull him onto the open side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go, Mike. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go.
I don't know either of these guys. I also kind of like this municipal baseball stadium and the concrete amphitheater setup.
Clean start there. Ryan thrusting away. Michael taking it well. Ryan now has a grip on the belt. Has him at the edge. Going for a throw. Can't get it done. Ryan gets the win with the force out. Nice job by Ryan White. Winner.
Looked a little wild for my taste. Both guys wanted to really stand straight up and just like Daisho each other in the face. Just supati.
That's Seth.
Up next, we have an all Raijin matchup. Max
It looks
Flynn
like him.
On the east side,
Think
taking
that
on
is
Kenneth
him
on the
100%.
west.
Yeah.
On deck,
They've got
Cornelius
him
Booker,
on
Florida
duties?
Sumo on the east, and
He's not
Wade
competing.
from
I
Raijin
love
Sumo
it.
on the west.
He didn't compete in this, so I didn't think he was even there. What? Do you think he's
That
just
will be
trying to
our
stay
last
healthy
match for
before
round one.
September? Like, he's being the
Maybe?
Shinpon. I didn't even see that. That's
Like everyone else isn't.
right. Like, Edo and Hayden are both fighting in this. I don't know if Grand Rapids were here, he could tell us. I don't know if Gabe, is that his name, from Grand Rapids, who won the middleweight gold?
Maybe.
Look at that stare down.
I don't know. The middleweight is not here. We got our lightweight, we got our heavyweight, and then our light heavy is sitting in the shade on what appears to be a blistering hot day.
Yeah, the one chick with the umbrella is very entertaining to
Kenny
me.
trying to get a grip on that belt. Max
Just
doing a
doing
good
the
job
best she
holding on.
can.
Gets a grip of his own, has him at the end. Gets the turn.
Good throw
That was
attempt.
a close one, but we got a
And it
winner.
I liked it.
Kenny from Raijin
Yeah, doing his
Sumo.
best Edo
What a
impersonation.
fight. Give it up for these two.
This is great. This is now my new favorite subplot of this tournament, is that Seth is the
Cornelius Booker,
Shinpon and
Florida
he
Sumo
is
on the east side.
maintaining the
Wade
dohyo.
Johnson, Raijin Sumo on the west.
Go away.
Yes. God damn it. Where is anything? You are correct.
Oh, here we go.
Hey guys, yo, Grand Rapids?
Cornelius here. Isn't that Cornelius?
Maybe. I think Cornelius. He's got the knee straps.
Champion.
I was gonna say wrong color Mawashi if it is him, but I wouldn't put it past Cornelius to own multiple Mawashi.
Yeah, it's Cornelius. He's growing
I
his
mean,
hair
he's
out a
about to
little.
do the swagger stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Simon's here too.
Yeah, there we go. Grand Rapids and Salmon. Got a whole party. Hey, Grand Rapids, pop in the chat. Did I can't remember his name. Our middleweight, he didn't travel for this to North Carolina, did he?
He's gonna be tough.
Clean start there. Cornelius going for those underhooks. Wade trying to get a belt grip. Cornelius trying to turn him. Has a grip on the edge. Has Wade at the edge. Can he finish him off? Wade
Come on,
back
Corey.
inside. Turns the tables. Corey's getting the throw, and out he goes. Good win for Cornelius from Florida Sumo. Give it up for him.
Big Bunda Cornelius with another win. Hurt his hand a little though.
It looks like he. I don't know.
We got one more
first
match
in
in
the wrist
for the
or something.
first round. We're going to have Jared on the east side from Raijin Sumo and Ben on the west.
What
It's
up?
actually so cool that they're doing the proper thing.
Ben
Yeah.
also from Raijin Sumo on the west
It's a
side.
great look. That's what I was curious about. Like, do you prefer the mats because that's the international standard and that's what they'll compete on? But or like, the clay's just too
Give it up
cool,
for our
right?
last two
I
folks
mean, I know
for
it's a
the
baseball
first round,
stadium, so
guys.
He's growing a bit. Makes sense. He is a kid.
First round with some good sumo.
This is the little tyke that absolutely embarrassed JJ. It's really funny.
I believe your words were mounted him like a spider monkey.
Maybe. I say a lot of words.
Start there from Jared. Attacking with thrust. Has Ben at the edge, and down he goes with the pull down.
Yeah, makes
Jared
sense.
is so
Jared
good.
from Raijin Sumo.
Push him back, drop him
Give it
down.
up for both our fighters. That's round one, everybody.
I think Jared fights at middleweight, not lightweight, but he's a guy who I would compare to like Edo, who I want to see them fight each other for speed.
Hello.
G'day.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
And we're gonna take a 2-3 minute break. Get the dollyo ready. and we're
2-3
gonna
minute break.
go-
No, the fuck we're not.
Yeah, with the power of time travel.
Isn't that a Star Wars symbol, or am I confused?
Yes, that is definitely what that is. I think I'm not a Star Wars guy, but I think that's the Empire.
Genuinely baffled that you're not a Star Wars guy somehow. That feels like... I feel like you own 3 Lego sets about Star Wars specifically.
Would it make you feel any better if I confirmed for you that I am indeed a Star Trek guy?
That was the missing puzzle piece.
Yeah, now you understand. I cannot be a Star Wars and a Star
What's
Trek
your
fan.
favorite variation of the Enterprise? Is it M?
I mean, TNG is the perfect series in my opinion.
It's true, that was... I did accidentally become a Star Wars fan when I was out of surgery and just had a boatload of painkillers to enjoy, and I set the monitor up in front of the window, so I was just getting absolutely loose while watching Star Trek while also looking at the stars, pretending I was in space. That was a very fun time. I haven't watched it since,
That is
though,
good.
but
No
I
more
did
losses
very much
available
enjoy
to these
that.
guys.
I don't think you can recreate it, but
Good
here we
match.
go. I think Brandon's about to clean Romeo up.
Good start there for Brandon. Thrusting away. Has Romeo at the edge, and out he
That was
goes.
quick and easy.
Good win for
He's
Brandon. Staying
Just a
alive here in
brick
round
house,
2.
man.
So, none of the Grand Rapids guys were at this event.
Yeah.
Damn, you didn't make
Just yeah.
Grand Rapids is
Up next, we have
Brendan
Dylan
is out
from
of
Raijin
Rock
Sumo
City.
on the east side, and
Yep.
Bear also
Um,
from Raijin Sumo on
Who
the west.
I'm
All
blanking on
Raijin
his
matchup
name.
here. Who's
He's
gonna
our
take-
middleweight champion and he's Grand Rapids.
On deck,
It's
we
not
got
Gabe, right?
Cam
Because Gabe is the
from
guy
Raijin
from
Sumo on
Tennessee,
east
the
side,
17-year-old.
And Seth also from
No,
Raijin on
Gabe
the west.
is from our club too.
You don't mean
Oh,
Detroit
so his
when you
name
say
is-
Rock City, do you?
He does.
Yes,
Yeah.
Detroit, Rock City.
You do? Oh, shit,
believe
that
it
was
is a
something
Kiss.
funny.
No. It's a Kiss reference, I think. I think Brandon named the club
that's what I
that
was
because of
joking
Kiss.
about.
Yeah. If Brandon didn't name it after Kiss, then I am ashamed of him. I liked what we saw from Long Hair last time, but this looks like a squash match to me.
Jumping to the side,
Oh, no, he's going for it. Come on, little guy.
Finish him off, gets the throw, and out he goes.
Oh.
Winner, Bear from Raijin Sumo.
Nice. Who's this tiny guy?
Any reason why the Grand Rapids guys didn't go down? Just financial and time and jobs, probably.
Let's go, come on.
No, it was because we just had our tournament, the Riverfront Open.
Yeah, how'd that go, man?
Brandon won gold in light heavyweight, heavyweight, open weight, and teams.
Well, there you go. Yep, that
Good for
tracks.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Adding children? He's like, I'll wait it out to you.
Quick towel off. Quick time
What do you
out to
think?
towel
So
off here.
we were heaping praise on Eric Wynn earlier, and I know he's famously a guy who I think he's twice represented the U.S. Or at least won the gold at nationals as a light heavy, but has also gotten like silver at heavyweight. Like Brandon surely would just prefer to compete at light heavy, right? Or would he ever just step up a division?
So Brandon is at this tournament. He was building a new style of sumo,
All right, we are
and
dried off and ready to roll.
he's now forming Oshi sumo.
Okay.
But when he did belt fighting, he liked to fight
Big hit from both
bigger
men.
guys, the open.
Left catching champ forces
heavyweight.
let's go!
But with his Oshi, he likes to fight the light heavyweights because they like to fight Yotsu.
Give it up for both of these men. That was a great fight.
So he's kind of shifted to
Great heavyweight fight there. Give it up for both these
Oshi,
fighters.
which it works better on the light heavyweights because they like to fight Yotsu.
Yeah,
Fair
they like
enough.
to stay light on the feet and move around, so you really do got to push them.
Yep, and Brandon's bigger than the light heavyweights. He's just taller
Next,
and
we got Brant from Thunder Lizard
Here.
Sumo taking on Eric, also from Thunder Lizard Sumo.
Yeah, not
Thunder
all
Lizard
kilos are
matchup here.
created
Let's give it up
equally.
for 'em.
yeah, we have the stream for the Riverfront on our YouTube channel.
We should check that one out too. Is it mostly local guys? Is it mid? I know you guys are usually pretty tight with like the Chicago
Good start
sumo
there.
guys, right? Did you have a lot of people come in for it?
Brant has him at the edge.
Yes, we had the Chicago guys. We had some guys from Ohio and Indiana, Rock City. I mean,
Probably the
Detroit.
Ohio. Yeah, oh, cool.
Yep, Ohio.
Yep.
Eric's a big boy. You can give him the deed later.
On
Yeah,
the
we'll
east
definitely
side
chuck
now,
that one
we
on
have
next time.
Eric Williams taking on
for sure.
Hayden from Dallas Sumo Club on the west. On deck is going to be Michael Green from Raijin Sumo taking on Max, also from Raijin Sumo.
Can't even remember what happened. What happened to Brandon at nationals this year? Did he get pipped by Cornelius? Did he was it that he fought Seth early and then lost to Cornelius in the double elimination?
No, he lost some matches that he should have won. But
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
one of his matches was a footwork. He accidentally stepped out, and then his other match was
Oh, I remember this. In my opinion, wrong call. He did not. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah, it was it's debatable, but you can't argue what's already been done. So
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
you can't.
It's
take
the only thing
path.
you can say. I feel like in combat sports is like reason to improve next
Good
time.
start there from Hayden.
Don't let it be.
Yeah.
Oh, now that is Hayden.
Hayden.
Straight through Santa Claus.
Hayden out of Dallas Sumo
Yeah.
Club. Give it up.
There are gonna be some upsets at this Thunderdome. I'm just gonna tell you that. I did watch the whole stream.
Nice. It'll be exciting to see then.
There are some upsets because it is 103 degrees outside there,
Woo! It looked hot.
and
East side,
sometimes
Michael
the
from
bigger
Raijin.
or better
West
guys
side, Max,
get hot,
also
like in
from
Nagoya
Raijin.
this tournament.
All Raijin matchup.
Like the air conditioning,
The final matchup.
I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad
Second
thing
round here.
because Oshoru does well in Nagoya with the heat, same as Takanosho.
I was about to.
they got air
Takanosho was the one I was
conditioning
gonna
now,
say. Yep, it's all equalized.
It's equalized, but that means it's probably gonna be more like a normal basho.
Good start
I
there
think
from
so.
Max, thrusting away.
Yeah,
Michael
we
has
sadly
I still think
may have
it's-
lost the slippery basho.
grip on the belt. Now he goes. Good win from Michael.
Yeah.
Dude,
And a rising
the slippery
Sumo.
basho, just like exclusively for Shonan Naomi, in my opinion. The man looks like a carp when he's out there just wet.
You and Ben. I think maybe
It'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious if Ayesho, I pulled out with the calf injury.
So that wasn't.
If all of a
Smart
sudden he
choice.
thinks, if all of a sudden he thinks maybe I can win without the slipperiness, and starts coming back and wins.
We got one more match in this round. We're gonna have.
Man, I heard he tore it though. His calf.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's coming back. Like, that sucks.
I've heard he tore it. I've heard it's a strain again. We just don't know until we see it ourselves.
On deck, we're heading to the
Yeah,
winners
for-
bracket. We're
and
gonna
'cause
have
the other
Benabo
thing is,
from
like,
Shogeki Sumo Dojo on the east side.
they always
taking
fight
on
hurt.
Big
Sorry, I
Ham
interrupted you,
from
Goose.
Raijin Sumo on the
Yeah,
west.
it's just like a calf strain can really quickly turn into a snapped Achilles. Take one basho off instead of a year off, please.
Yep. Yes.
I'm-
Especially at 31, man. It's one thing for
With you
Wakataka
whooping away.
Kage to bounce back from ages 29 to 31. Another thing to start the climb at 31.
Took Kagetage over 2 years to get back to Sekiwake.
Good start there from Ben. Go
Ben,
for a pull
come
down.
on,
Wade does
man.
not fall for it. Gets him out in short order. Good win for Wade.
Disappointed with himself.
Pull
Thought he
down.
should have
Wade
done
does
better
not
there.
fall for it.
Nah, dude.
I also want to
Yeah,
shout
pulling
out
down
Otter
on the
real
lead
quick.
leg side that he stepped towards.
Start there from Ben. Going for a pull down. Wade does not fall for
Just
it. Gets him
absolutely
out in
surrender.
short
Otter
order.
also
Good
has
for
channel
Wade.
points. How do I become the highest point person on your YouTube channel?
I hate this shit
I
so
need this.
much because apparently giving you money
Coming
is
up
a way
next,
to
we
do
have
it.
Edabo from the Shogeki Sumo Dojo on the
Yeah,
east
send
side.
live super chats.
Taking on Big
I
Ham
hate
at a
this
Raijin
shit.
Sumo on the west.
I just like it because of how much you hate it.
Cody from Lunar Peak Karate taking on Michael Burgess.
Like, I
from
get
the Art
that I
of
already
Persistence.
kind of do that with the whole, like, give this person a wrench thing. But, like, there is, like, a functional aspect to that.
Yeah.
But just, like, no, this person, I think this person is the coolest. Please die.
Yeah.
Just watch your head, okay, Saul?
I can't turn it off either.
Yeah. That feels like Google to me. No.
This
You
is
like this new
absolutely
feature.
biased commentary. If they're from Texas, they're our boy. Like,
Getting set.
not Edibo over here, because he's beefing with the actual Texans. He's from North Carolina
Good start there.
originally.
Big hit from Ham.
Again,
I was gonna
why
say, he's one of
aren't
Eric's-
people in just going for those wrestling positions?
Oh, big win for Ham at a Raijin Sumo.
He
Didn't want to
make
spoil
the
it for
excuse that
upset.
he's got beaten by a bigger guy. They're even enough size.
Back, you little hoe. He said, nah, I'm not gonna go back. Yes, sir.
They're even enough size, and his strength should beat him. So
Is there any water for?
Yeah, this is absolutely biased commentary. I have an absolute tier list of people I would cheer for.
And Michael from
But honestly, what are sports without rooting interests?
Wisdom.
if I come on and do commentary during the 15 days of the boss show, there will be biasness.
I will give you all 5 minutes of
Stare down
Hoshari, don't
between
you
these
worry.
two. This is gonna be a good fight. You can feel it. Give it up for our fighters. Cheer them on. Let's go.
Also love Fujinokawa,
Win.
Akikari.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the two young guys him and Kusano are both M14, is that right? Or
So
they-
yes, and Fujinokawa is younger than Aonishiki.
I know,
about
that's,
that.
I know, man.
And Fujinokawa took like 3 boss show. Three boss show at like Enho size to get to the top division.
Fujinokawa sounds like a fake Japanese name I would have made up on the spot. What's your name? Mount Fuji no Kawasaki motorbike. Alright, thank you.
Oh,
So
yes,
his,
nice to meet you.
His dad was a former Rikishi who was who his name was Kono was named Fujinokawa.
Yo, Maria, get in here. Let's talk amateur sumo.
Sumo on the east taking on Saul the Wall Vega.
Saul
Raijin
the
Sumo
Wall?
on the west.
I like that.
Heavyweight, man. Do it. Light heavyweight. You're a heavyweight, right? Easy clap, Saul.
Dude, Saul's a good guy. We went to that Korean barbecue together. Excellent conversation. Kawa is a river, no means of. River of Fuji, simple enough. Good to know.
Yeah. But also, yeah, I had also heard that it's the family Shikona
Good
or
hit there
whatever.
from Daniel,
So
getting underneath Gabe, a grip on the belt,
Ah,
has him at
right
the edge. Can he seal the deal? Out he
Yeah,
goes.
going
I
for the
like
slip
this
and
New York
not getting
Daniel
any
from New York
advantage,
Sumo
just
Club.
giving
Give
up
it
your
up for him.
offensive push. You see it a lot in the amateurs.
yeah.
Circle around. I'm so upset by that.
Up next, we have our all Raijin Sumo matchup. Eric Wynn from Raijin on the east side, taking on Saul the Wall
Now you're
Vega
playing
on
off
the
YouTube
west.
top fan.
On deck, we got another Raijin matchup. Jared from Raijin Sumo on the east, going to be taking on Elliot from Raijin on the west. Let's get a round of applause
Collect
for
my
our Koji
experience
Randy doing a
points.
hell of a
It's
job
so
out
good.
there.
I love it
Give
so
it
much,
up for
Goose.
I'm
Randy.
gonna get bullied all 15 days.
It's you made the crucial error of letting us all know you dislike it during your preview.
People aren't gonna be chatting earnestly anymore. They're gonna be doing it for the XP system. It's
fight
gonna
each
fuck
other
up my
every
whole
week.
show.
Who's going to get the advantage here when it matters?
At least we can enjoy this
Opt to go to
fight
the
between
leaderboard.
Eric and Saul.
Big time hit from Eric Martin. Saul back
Oh,
in
Eric
there,
is
sends
so
him on his way.
strong,
Eric gets
my
the
God.
win From Raijin Sumo.
Go to your U tab? What? Is this Sailor for the stream or what?
Up next, we got Jared at a Raijin Sumo on the east, taking on Elliot, also at a Raijin Sumo on the west. On deck, we've got Adam at a Raijin Sumo on the east, taking on Thomas from Raijin on the west.
Instructions don't work.
Oh no.
Yeah, two
Did I just
technicians
hear they
going
have
at it
two back-to-back Raijin matches?
It's the
Start there from
hometown
Jared
boys.
thrusting away at Elliot. Elliot taking those hits well, locking up those arms, trying to get underneath. Jared trying to force him out at the edge. Elliot buying some
Let's go,
line back,
let's
circling in.
go!
This is a fight right here. Who's going to get this grapple contest win? Jared grip on the belt, goes for a throw. Elliot stays on his feet at the edge, and out he goes.
Great attempt at a
Jared
throw.
with the follow-up gets the victory. Win for Jared from Raijin Sumo. What a
Man, there's some
fight.
depth at that club.
Good fight. God. Guys, you got hit high and low. Let's
Go
go.
to your U tab. I don't have a U tab. And then click settings. I'm in settings. And then live chat. There's no live chat under settings. Alright. Default units, US dollar. Okay, yes.
Up next, we got Adam on the east side from Raijin Sumo taking on Thomas on the west,
In
also
the
from
YouTube
Raijin
studio
Sumo.
functions?
On deck, our final match for this round.
I don't even begin
Ryan
to
on the
know.
east side going to be taking on Kenny from Raijin on the west.
I wish to commit violence, Rick. Alright, who do we
Just
have?
hey.
A priest and a red belt. Good to know.
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. Guys, again, former teammates. Adam doing a lot
Red
of
belt
training
is
now
the
with
judo
Upper
and or
Jiu-Jitsu.
jujitsu guy. At least I
You guys
think.
have fought each other
Don't
in
know
the
who
past.
Thor is. Oh, Thor's the guy who got Hayden with the Hataki Komi.
Oh, okay.
Thomas fresh off some wins at the Sakura Cup. See if he can translate that here to some wins in the Thunder Lizard tournament.
Oh, looking at the. Okay.
Oh,
Good
just
win for
yeah.
Thomas. Quick win. Force out gets the victory. Thomas from Raijin Sumo.
That reminds me of like
Enough leader
what
with this
Konishiki always says about like you can get to Makuuchi doing whatever kind of sumo, but like once you're there, you got to learn how to go forward. Like I don't know. When you're up against someone who's just strong, like trying to dodge to the side is not always profitable.
No, absolutely
Final match
not.
of round two.
Alright,
We've
that
got
should
Ryan
have fixed
White on
it,
the east
but I also
side,
don't
taking
know.
on Kenny from Raijin
Okay, it's
Sumo
turned
on
it
the
off for
west.
me at least. As a
see
disabled
what-
for you guys.
A1 we have Fujinokawa versus Kusano.
That's gonna be a big one, actually.
Spicy. Very spicy.
Well, thanks for dropping by 42 Opinions, only to bother me and then leave. I could not be happier that you were here.
You were the Wally that you
It was a little longer, but you good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, day one is posted, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Day 2 is too.
I was gonna say I thought day 1 and day 2 matches are up there.
Take a look. Hosharu Takayasu, hilarious.
Lead start there. Kenny dancing around,
That's
trying to get inside. Gets a
210
grip on the
to
belt.
Takayasu.
Inside Ryan there. Ryan also a grip on his belt.
I just lost. Fuck.
At the edge.
Ten
And
Boshi
he goes.
off his arm?
Ryan gets the
Serious?
win.
Oh my god.
Dashi lift out victory for Ryan.
And Oshoma versus Anasato, which is gonna be an absolute walkover.
Yeah. Oshoma is literally the guy I was thinking of with that Konishiki quote of like, we'll see how Komusubi works for you, sir.
We're gonna take a 15-minute break. Check
Mitash,
that.
a 15-minute break?
15-minute break. Get some water.
Well, the
hydrate,
wonders
wipe
of
down.
television. We can find that.
Done. Alright, 15 minutes in the bag.
go.
Kagayaki Takara Fuji is an
This next round of
11-14
Sumo going for
head-to-head.
the
That's
good
funny,
match.
huh?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That should be obliteration.
Good start there from Bear, keeping Kenny in front of him. Kenny trying to fight his way inside. Bear wrapping him up, forcing him to the edge. Kenny turns him, trying to fight his way back inside, but can't. Bear gets the
Aonishi
throw down and
Anasato,
gets the
Sumo
win
Ichiban, day
for
2.
Bear at a Rising Sumo.
He does, man.
Aonishi has a chance to become a legend. How do you
He
feel-
really does. So
Grand Rapid, I've forgotten your name. Oh, sorry. How do you feel about Aonishi this Basha?
Not shy away, not, yeah.
Onish.
Up next, we've got
Oh,
Cham
man.
at a Rising Sumo on the
So-
east side, taking on Adam at a Rising Sumo on the west.
I think
On deck, I have Eric from
Aonishiki
Thunder
is either
Sumo
gonna
on
get
the east
slapped
side,
down
getting ready to
really
take on
hard,
Elliot at a Rising on the
or
west.
people are just gonna not care that he comes in low and just grab his belt and walk him out.
Makes a lot of sense.
I do not think he's strong. Every Sanyaku like Takeda Fuji not like Takeda Fuji, but every Sanyaku that Aonishiki's been put up against, he's lost to, which doesn't say a lot, but it does say a little bit. That he just demolished all the lower guys, and then he might get a 6-9 like Takeda Fuji did. So I don't see Aonishiki doing very well.
Good stare
Do
down.
you
Though,
think Hikachi
against-
Koshi's or not?
Good
No,
start there from
but
Cham.
against
Last
Ono
minute of
Sato
it, he is
Come on,
trying
man.
to survive at the edge. Oh,
Arjuna
Cham
boy.
gets it done. Cham finishes the
Against
job.
Ono Sato
Victory
specifically, I
for
think he
Cham
could
at a
take
Rising
him
Sumo. Give it up.
if Aonishiki gets that grip on the front and Ono Sato just goes and pulls him back. Like does the
It
pull
was,
back
but
and
now
slap
it's
down
cool,
thing
I
that he
guess,
likes
I
to
don't
do.
know. Seems like it's still live. Hey, Seth.
Yeah, that
Ono
makes sense.
Sato, if Ono Sato tries to pull him, slap him down, and Aonishiki gets that belt, I think you can just drive forward and get him. They're both so new and so, they have their style in mind, but they don't have really a great big repertoire. So they will do what they think in the moment. They won't have a strategy kind of going forward into it. Instead, I could see most of their sumo, they just get the front. Aonishiki just gets the front of the belt. Onosato gets, or kind of does the stand up and receive, and then works ahead of off of that.
Alright, but consider
So I could
this.
see their match. Their match would be going, whoever gets the better of the Tachiai will probably find the better way to win.
3 or 4. 4.
Alright, but think about this.
Whereas against,
I really want him to do well.
against the guy, what?
I really want him to do well.
Quarterfinals is after that.
Quarterfinals,
Yeah.
fighters ready to be taking on Bear.
Did I love
hearing
Rising Sumo on the
JJ's
west.
Yeah.
On deck, we're gonna have
Did you
Bam
calculate
at a
that?
Rising
Yeah.
Sumo on the east side, taking on Elliot
I mean,
from
like,
Rising on the west.
You speak a lot of truth, but the issue is we really don't have a lot of data. Like, yeah, he hasn't done well against the Sanyaku previously, but like he only has one match against all those guys. I know he's got 2 matches against Daisho,
Good matchup between
so
some
he
big
hasn't
bodies
really
here.
been properly tested. Like he
Let's hear
lost to
it for him, folks.
Wakataka Kage Kodazakura, hurt Kodazakura as well in Daisho, and that doesn't look too good. the highest opponent he actually beat was Chiyoshoma at M5, which, you know, is a bit ridgy-didge, so I guess Togizaro at M6 is his strongest beat opponent.
Yeah.
Secures his victory, Brandon from
It's like, I don't think there is enough data to say that he's going to do bad. Like, his worst
There's really
score was a
not enough.
10-5 in Jurio, and he's gotten so much better since.
There's not enough data, but going off of like Takeru Fuji, guys
Next matchup,
like
we have Cham at Horizon Sumo on the east side taking on
That's a
Elliot
fair point.
also at Horizon
Trying-
Sumo on the west.
it's not
On deck, we've
a
got Sol
guarantee,
Vega on the east side
but there's
taking
no
on
data,
Hayden
so you
from
have to kind
Dallas
of go
Sumo
off
on the
of what
west.
you think might happen.
That's a matchup. That's a matchup right there.
What a fight.
You really don't know.
What a fight.
All
Yeah,
Horizon matchup.
that's
With
what's,
the
that's
data
what's
that
lovely
we-
about sumo.
Good hit from
It's also
Cham.
The data that we
Elliot
have.
becomes sports in general is that,
Grabbing him, backing out.
like, if they had 100 matches on that day,
Big win for Elliot.
yeah, Alan Ishiki would not come out the victor. But you only get one match that day. Doesn't matter who's better overall, it's about who's better that day.
That's a senior for
Yeah, that's what Rojo said about his match against Shorter.
That's senior Elliot for you right there.
Rojo said he was so
Next
nervous
matchup, we've got
because
Sol, the Wall
never
Vega
really
at
been in that
Horizon
final
Sumo on
match
the east side.
type thing,
He's
that
taking
type
on Hayden
energy.
from the Dallas Sumo Club on the west.
And he said
Big time
Hoshorter's been
matchup
doing
here,
this
guys.
forever.
Give it up for him.
It's like he gets up in the final match of
On
the day
deck,
and
we
it's
have
nothing.
Michael from Art of
It's about the
Persistence
same
on the
as-
east side,
Yeah,
getting
it's
ready to take on Edibo
very
from
similar to that.
Shogeki
Is like
Sumo
Nate
Dojo on the
Diaz
west.
never got knocked out or submitted in a fight. He only ever lost on decision.
4 more
And
matches.
so his quote for that was like, "I never lost a fight. I just ran out of time."
Get in there.
Which is a great way of saying that. Like, if there were 5 more rounds after this, I probably would have beat him.
I feel like if there was a if Hoshorter had it was like best out of 3 every single day, the Basho Hoshorter would be 15-0.
Oh, for sure.
He gets
Some noise, heavyweight
I think
matchup.
Hoshoryu never would lose a second chance fight.
Yeah, Hakuho
No, he would
have
never-
lost
he
a fight in
never-
his life.
I
Yes,
don't think he
correct.
ever lost to Tori Naoshi.
Big push from Hayden. Sol catches him at the edge. Can he turn him? No,
Armpit
out he
control,
goes.
perfect.
Hayden gets the win with the force out.
Beat work,
Victory
perfect.
for
It's just
Hayden
great
from
work by
Dallas
Hayden.
Sumo Club.
I did like, though, Goose, in your conversation with JJ, the one point, so I'm on the same side as GR. Like, Nick and I, after the Maybach show in our review, like, broke down what we thought would be Aonishiki's 15 fights, and we thought 6 and 9. It shook out a little different, so I'm leaning a little more, but I do just like your point, just like at the end of the day, we can't deny that he's putting up Onosato numbers. Nobody thinks Aonishiki is Onosato, but why? What little data we have actually technically says he's kind of like Onosato numbers-wise.
Let's go, Mike.
So the reason why I
think he's doing
personally
better than Onosato.
We're gonna Aura.
I don't remember those
it's-
first few Basho, but yeah.
Onosato's about the same. Go on.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, Grand Rapids.
What's your
part
name,
of the reason
sorry?
why
Yeah,
Kai.
do you want us to call you by a
Kai.
name or not
Alright.
dox you? Oh, Kai, gotcha.
Final matchup
one
the
of the
round. Make it a
reasons
good
why
one.
we
Give it
don't
up for the
think
fighters, guys.
Aonishiki is like Onosato is because he didn't do sumo since he was 2 like Onosato did,
Need a win to keep
and
going.
he's also not 420 pounds.
Yeah, right, and the height and like an imposing
6'4".
figure.
Yes. But that's where the skill
So-
thing
Start
comes
there
into
from
it.
Bozeman, thrust it away. Edibo has him at the edge, and out he
That's
goes.
strong.
Edibo secures the victory.
Like, I bet if Onosato wasn't the size he is, he would not be Yokozuna at this moment.
No, yeah. But again,
No, I
credit
don't
to the
agree.
man for capitalizing
Chiyonafuji
on his
was
frame.
a
You don't
small
agree?
Yokozuna.
Say
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, but it took
All
him
right,
a
we're
while
gonna
to
be
get
taking a
there.
break here
It's
now.
true.
We got quarterfinals coming
Like,
up.
he's
After
obviously
a little
being
showcase.
aided by
Triangle
his
Taiko
size,
is gonna get
but,
set up here in a
like,
minute and give us a little
there's-
intermission
I don't-
entertainment.
Like, yes, being little is a disadvantage in sumo, but there are people who've overcome that. And like,
Yeah.
it's hard to deny the skill of Onosato. He's not just a weight bully.
Do you feel so? I feel like Onosato's biggest strength, though, is his ability to like withstand blows and then just like power forward steam engine side. So I think
Yes.
that's why I came down where I do, where I'm like, Well, no, he couldn't do that if he wasn't a big guy. I totally agree with you. He would find a different kind of sumo. I just don't know how long it would take. Like, Kotozakura the First didn't make Yokozuna until he was like 33 or something. So, and that was a little guy sumo, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, Kotozakura is a great example. He's about as big as Onosato. And it's about how you use that, you know? And granted, Onosato will sit there like an oak tree and just not topple.
Yes.
Oh, they got the top out? What is this?
Huh? Eh? I don't understand.
You know anything about this guy?
Yeah.
No.
Why switch mid-tournament?
Is that for... Oh, no, they're doing the,
Oh, drum ceremony.
Oh!
yeah.
Okay, it's for Taiko. Gotcha.
They just have a doyo tarp for some reason.
Yeah, whatever.
So is this just a thing now?
I think so.
Down south it is a thing.
Really?
I will say, there are, on a lot of college campuses and stuff, like taiko clubs, for whatever reason, are a thing in America. So I think if you're looking for an element of Japanese culture to combine with sumo, you probably can find a taiko club near you.
Kind of similar to that because of the, like, Scottish ancestry of my city, Brisbane. Something you just kind of have to get used to is occasionally you will just hear distant bagpipes.
Yes! 10 out of 10.
They're not exactly quiet, and like you'll be walking to the shops, and then you'll just hear Flower of Scotland floating somewhere like 2 streets over.
Who doesn't love an organ-based instrument?
How is the sumo wrestling?
Yeah, back. Listen, we like a drum as much as the next guy, but we're here for the sumo.
You do this for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. That's a big one. But this is long looking, yeah.
I got signs and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there. Look at that.
Alright, here we go.
Take it out,
Oh,
I
Cody.
appreciate the
Lunar
culture, I
Peak
appreciate
Karate on the
this.
west.
Please watch the sumo.
Good matchup to start these quarterfinals. Let's pump them up, guys. Make some noise.
Yeah, it's also
On
why
deck,
bring
we
the
have
top
Daniel
if the
from
sand
the
is
New York
right
Sumo
there
Club on
already.
the east side, getting ready to take on Eric Wynn from Raijin Sumo on the west.
Looks like it got windy, real fast.
Good.
Cools off the wrestlers, I'm sure.
Bacon alive out
Love the
there.
shaky cam. Yeah.
Big hit from Ham. Cody tries to get out of the way, get to the side, but Ham presses him and shuts him down. Good win for Ham out of Raijin Sumo. Let him hear it.
I was not feeling. What's that?
It was the way he's saying Raijin Sumo, the hometown advantage was great.
Yes. I do really want to pitch American Amazumo like as old school wrestling, the territories era. You know, like full on like my champion comes to beat up your
On
champion.
deck, we have Jared out of Raijin Sumo on the east
I like
side,
it.
getting ready to take on Thomas from Raijin on the west.
Another brother war.
Yeah. Oh no, this is New York boy versus Eric. This is huge.
And you feel about Kai Oshoma at
Got a power
Komusubi?
sumo matchup here, guys. Make some noise. Hype these fighters up. Let them hear it.
I'm fine with it because that's a win for Shoto.
Damn.
Stare down.
Savage.
Damn, dude.
Full on mean girls style.
It's brutal, I love it.
You asked, you didn't ask GR Sumo, you asked Kai, so yes. But honestly, yeah, I owned
Good start. Big hit
Oshoma.
from Eric. Marching Daniel back. He catches him. Tries to circle
He likes
around
to do
his
the-
Oh,
head.
he's out.
Back to the center.
Oshoma likes to do the
Stop,
push
stop,
pull a
stop,
lot.
stop, stop. Ref called it. For Eric. Eric made Daniel
And these
step
top
out at
guys
the
just
edge
won't
there.
do the push-pull
That
thing.
win's
They
gonna go
won't
to Eric
overcommit
Wynn
and
out of
just
Rising
push-pull.
Sumo. Make some noise.
Imagine using wind for the Tachi. Get a backwind, the Tachi doesn't count.
Windy Otoshi.
Next matchup, we have Jared out of
Eric
Rising
using
Sumo
actual
on the east
grappling
side.
skills there,
Taking
not
on
just
Thomas
relying
out
on
of
his Oshi,
Rising
was pretty
Sumo
fun to
on the
watch as
west.
well.
All Rising matchup. Make some noise for these guys. On deck, we got Ryan
Do
White
any of you,
on
I'm
the
gonna
east
try and
side,
Google
getting
it. Do
ready
any
to
of you
take on
know
Cornelius out of
Eric's
Florida Sumo
background
on
like
the
before
west.
Raijin? Like, when did he pick up sumo? I don't,
I know he's like as bad as OG as it gets in the sumo scene.
yeah.
Good start from Jared. Gets him at the guts.
Like him,
Thomas marches
man.
him to the edge and crushes him
You'd
out.
have to ask,
Crush out victory for Thomas.
let me
out
just
of
ask
Rising Sumo.
Kizzer. He would know. Because he's been doing this like 10 years as well.
That's what I was gonna say.
His
Because
last name though.
Gizzard or Eric?
Eric. Like
Eric's last
W-I-N.
name is Huynh. Of the like 46
Next
ways
matchup, we
there
have
are to
Ryan
spell
on
the
east
last name
side,
Win.
Taking on Cornelius out of Florida Sumo on the west.
Let's go, baby.
H-U-Y.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Corn.
NH.
On deck, we're gonna have Brandon out of Rock City Sumo on the east side, taking on Cody from
H-U-Y-N-H.
Lunar Peak Karate on the west.
Yep.
That looks wrong, but it's probably not meant to be spelled in English to begin with.
I think it's Vietnamese, but uncertain. Could be Laotian. Could be, I don't know.
That's one of my favorite jokes of all time. Are you Chinese or Japanese? No, I'm from Laos. I'm Laotian. What part of the ocean?
Gonna advance out of the
Cornelius with the head bob.
Man, don't get me wrong, I love Cornelius, but the way he does that dancing before a match, I just want to throw a brick at him.
Clean start, Cornelius getting inside, immediately double inside grip, has Ryan at the edge. Can he seal the deal? Ryan resisting, down he goes.
Nice.
Winner, Cornelius
Yeah.
Booker out of Florida Sumo.
Keeping his stance
Impressed
when they
with-
attempt to throw you, very difficult.
Yeah.
Rick, or
Yeah.
what's your radio? Is that your name?
No, you can call me Rick. Yeah, it's all good.
We need to go to day 15 on Sunday morning sumo show's stream.
Yeah.
And absolutely go nuts when Hoshorter wins the U show. And
Up
both
next,
our
we have
predictions
Brandon
were
out
right.
of Rock City Sumo on the
The-
east
the
side.
Yokozuna
taking on Cody
match,
from Lunar
yeah.
Peak Karate
I've
on
been
the
seeing
west.
you champion that 20 out of 21, by the way. Like every chance you get. Hey guys, did you know? I was like, hell yeah. This is a fan right here.
It's his boy. Brandon again here.
Big hit from Brandon and out goes
jeez.
Cody. Winner, Brandon Radzinski from Rock City Sumo.
Ono Sato, his most recent practice record against I want to say Kirishima, some other dudes, was 7-7, including Hoshorter, who he went only 1-3. And then he hasn't been training
Up
at
next, we
all
have Elliot out of Rising Sumo on the
like
east,
Thursday.
Taking on Daniel from the New York Sumo
Taking
Club
like
on the
4
west.
days.
On
No, I
deck,
mean,
Hayden
since
from
Tuesday,
Dallas
he's taking
Sumo
like
Club
4
on the
days
east,
off.
Taking on Jared out of Rising Sumo on the west.
How much do you value the training
Power,
matches
guys,
though?
let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I
know.
don't, in the sense that the bigger guys don't do well in training I've seen, but I do value it for the
Good
smaller
start
guys
there,
to
Daniel
see how
getting
their
his
body's
hands on
moving,
Elliot's belt
see if they're
immediately.
able
Elliot
to
getting up underneath
keep their
Daniel's arms,
momentum
double inside grip. Can he do
up.
something with it?
Hug the leg. Let's go.
I think
Circling
that's a
back in,
good
Elliot
point
fighting
because
for
it's
his
like
life in the middle of the
I
ring,
wish
getting
I
rushed to
could
the edge. Can he
see
get
all
the
the
turn?
matches.
Down
Like if I
goes Elliot.
read their
Winner,
records, I
Daniel
don't
out
know
of New
what that
York
means. I don't know if
Sumo.
Onosato was trying a new technique and like intentionally putting himself at a disadvantage or like choosing not to grab belts. Like I feel like I'd put more stock on it if I could see every match.
Yeah.
This New York guy is good, by the way. Green Mawashi, I like this guy.
We have Hayden out of Dallas Sumo Club on the
Hayden
east
and
side,
Jared.
taking on Jared out of Rising Sumo on the west.
current and a former gold medalist.
Edibo out of the Shogeki Sumo Dojo on the east side, taking on Ryan White on the west.
Hey, Nero, what are you doing here?
Shorter's most recent practice record against a couple guys against Takayasu
Yeah.
and Onosato was 10-1,
Brief Mawashi adjustment break.
which is
That's
which
beastly.
it gave me a relief because he struggles with Takayasu. So seeing him go 10-1 against Onosato and Takayasu really kind of eased off my mind.
Yeah, looking
feel like
at that
Hoshoryu
head-to-head
is-
and like giving that to Yokozuna on day one, like that's. I mean, he's literally the highest ranked wrestler on the entire Barnscape. But like that's harsh.
Yeah.
Be powerful.
Yeah. He's so locked in though. Like he has to be
Quick start
after
from
watching
Jared, trying to get
Onosato
inside.
get
Good
2
thrust
from.
Hayden, gets Jared down
Oh,
and
just
out.
like
Winner, Hayden
swallowed
out of
him up.
Dallas Sumo.
I think
Granted, if you're not
Onosato
studying
is
the
really
matches, you're not gonna know. But like diving to Hayden's lead leg, like you have no chance there. There's no way to pull him like side of like a very intentional leg trip going backwards. That's just
Quick start from Jared, trying to get to the side. Good
no
thrust
chance.
from Hayden, gets Jared
He
down
went the
and
other
out.
way, maybe,
Winner, Hayden.
but he dived on
that's
the
what I
lead
was about
leg.
to.
Final match of this round. We
That's
have
what I was about to
Edibo
ask. Like
and Shogeki
theoretically,
Sumo
both of you
on the
guys
east
who
side.
practice sumo, what
Taking
would
on
be the
Ryan
advantage
White on
of
the
going
west
at
side.
someone's
Make some
lead leg, or
noise.
had Jared just already decided to go left
Leg pick.
and it just didn't matter? Oh, he was trying to go for a leg pick. Okay, yeah.
That's your only chance, and you got to fully commit diving onto someone's lead leg on the side.
Yeah.
So when you're in the ring, so how I do it is when I'm in the ring, I don't think. I already have my plan in mind. No matter what they do in the ring, no matter how overextended I think they're going to be, I have a set plan in mind on which side I'm going to go, how I'm going to attack.
Coming in low, getting inside as Ryan at the edge, going for the throw, sends him down. Winner, Edibo out of Shogeki Sumo Dojo.
So you really don't change last minute, because then you're going to mess something. Then you're going to not be unsure and pull back.
Yeah, like unless I know something specific about my
Take a
opponent,
2-3-minute break. Get
I'm
some
really
water,
just gonna do
follow
a
up.
slightly different touch-eye depending on like the body type of who I'm going up
We are
against.
back at it with the semifinals.
Like, do I
Coming
go
up
for
next.
a hands-out Oshi drive, or do I like use my weight to my advantage and go for like a full-on chest drive kind of thing, and then just see where you end up from there and rely on your training and instincts to get the right move.
Right.
Like, I will alter my approach depending on like the size and shape of who I'm versing, but otherwise there's not really a lot of plan going in.
Yeah. How's your guys' vision in a dohyo, like in the middle of match? So, because I always think of like, so my grandpa used to
Doesn't
train
really exist, and
like.
you're moving too fast to rely on sight alone. You have to rely on body sense
First
and
matchup in the
instincts.
semifinals, we're gonna have.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's the same thing I've
Big
always
Adam
heard
and
from
a Rising
boxers
Sumo on
too.
the
Is
east
that
side,
like the
taking on
really
Eric
good
Wynn
ones
and a Rising
say they can
Sumo
see
on the
everything, and I believe them, but like, I feel like 4 out of 5 boxers I talk to, they're like, I can't see anything, man. I'm just going.
Second matchup in the semis,
Well,
we're
like,
gonna have
inspiring
Thomas and a
last
Rising
night
Sumo
even,
on the east, taking on
someone
Cornelius
was throwing
out of Florida Sumo
a
on
jab
the west.
hook combo, no, a straight hook combo at me, and the way it would work is I would cover up my left side and I'd bring that elbow up a little bit so I can cover the side of my head and not get punched in the side of the head. And by doing that, I was completely blocking off the vision of him throwing the leg kick that came afterwards. And so
Yeah.
after like the second one of those, I like, without being able to see the leg kick was coming, knew to like step my lead leg back to get it out of the way and then go for a counter. But I was doing that off of guesswork.
We got an
Because you couldn't
all-rising
actually
matchup
see,
here,
but it
kicking
was
off the
working
semifinals.
properly. Because it's just like the ever-evolving like mental chess
Power
game.
sumo to look
Granted,
forward to.
fighting is
Ham on
different
the
to
east.
sumo because you go for the
Eric
full
on the
rounds,
west.
but
Let's make some noise.
things like that where it's like I don't actually see and react, I just kind of know what's happening and know to do it.
That's
So it
that's
is-
interesting. That's proprioception, right? Like knowing where your body parts are without seeing them. Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting for my sumo since I'm a
Stay down
really
there.
small guy, similar to Enho,
You guys fight
compared
each
to the
other every
guys.
week. They know what's going on. This is gonna be a good match.
When I fight, I know exactly where I am in the ring, which is a little bit different than some other people. So when I'm going to, when I get to the edge of the ring, I never get forced out. I never get step out. It's always a last minute. It did not work. The moment you know where the twatter is, and you get pushed back to the twatter, you go into twatter tactics. You go into a different mindset, which is like a survival mindset. So if you try to just do the same thing at the twatter as you do in the middle of the ring, you're gonna get forced out, and that's what happens in a lot of sumo matches. When you're a smaller guy and you get to the twatter, that's when you think, oh, this is the time I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna try to do something to make them step out first, or them touch down first. Because there's only one way out. There's only one way you guys are going, and that's out.
The Wakamoto Hado tactics. That is an interesting point though about like an advantage of
Hado.
Yeah, fighting on the bales is interesting though because I feel like your opponent you finally know exactly what your opponent is going to do. There's nothing else. They see the victory so close that maybe it's easier to develop tactics around that. Again, someone like Wakamoto Hado, who I feel like in half his matches chooses to fight on the bales.
Yeah, your opponent so that's how I actually won one of my matches at Riverfront. The opponent got too excited, got too eager to get the win right now.
Ready, last match in the semis before we go back to the
that sloppy footwork and stepped out.
Yeah.
Good start there from Thomas.
Also,
these questions you have about like body sense and perception, whatever you're saying, I forget. Like, we will just wrestle lightly next time we meet, and just like it'll all make sense to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you'll just know what to do and where to move. Oh.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Thomas thrusting away. Cornelius getting inside, getting on the bell. Thomas fighting back at the end.
The Thor guy. Whoa!
That's what happened to Corny.
That's where Corny went.
Lands hard on that heel. Smacks his leg into his knee.
Poor Corny.
Also, hello, gentlemen.
Get up.
AJ!
Hello.
You're right in time. There's 30 minutes left in this 2-hour stream.
Hell yeah.
Hayden lost round 1. He got pulled down.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's fighting losers bracket this whole time. But so is Edo Ball. He lost his second match.
And so is Brandon.
Oh,
the losers bracket is a
He's your
monstrous
mortal enemy.
one.
Brandon Kaczynski.
Bro, I was just gonna say, I see him right there. There he is. I know him by sight, this motherfucker.
Yes. This Green
have-
Mawashi dude from New York, though, has been a stud today.
Interesting.
We have the real horse shoulder in the stream.
Amazing.
Yo,
Brandon's
Kiddo
going
made
far
fifth
back.
division.
Hey, sick.
Good start, big hit from Brandon. Daniel catching him. Brandon trying to force him in at the edge. Daniel holding himself at the edge. Marches
That's a
Brandon
lot
over
of
to the
strength
edge,
to go against Brandon like
and out he
that.
goes. Winner Daniel out of New York Sumo.
So do you see how he went for the belt and he tried to force him back?
Right.
He learned from that and he's developed a new strategy for that attack. He grabs, if he gets in a locked up position, he will grab the inside, pull it to him, trying to get deep under, and then use the other hand as an otsuke
Next up, we have Hayden
to
out of
push
Dallas
forward.
Sumo Club on the east, taking on
We got
Edo.
new
To the other
sumo
outside
kids.
grip.
On the west.
Minami from Hidenoyama. Nakai from... Oh, I've never seen this before. Yamahibiki. Sumi from Taonomi. Two Hidenomi guys. Taonoi. Tanaka from Nishinoseki. Kaki
is the
from
final match.
Otskutski. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one actually. Got a bunch of new sumo kids. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
More
that's a lot of
than
Maizen.
people retired. That's very good news.
Rematch from Roller Town.
Quick start there. Hayden thrusting away at Edible, trying to not let him inside.
Double
Edible gets the grip on the
inside.
bell, goes down.
Oh!
From Edible gets the victory over Hayden. Edible winner from Shogeki
Eliminates
Sumo
Hayden?
Dojo.
Dude, Hayden
he
always
did
talks
that
about
Roller
not
Town, he
letting
would've
little
won.
guys get his belt, and look what happened here. Double inside.
Yeah.
Uses that quad to trip up the shin, and then
On the bell, goes
drives
down.
up.
Big time throw from Edible. Gets
Huge match.
Be smart.
Yeah, it was.
Quick start there. Hayden thrusting away at Edible, trying to not let him inside. Edible gets a grip on the
Edo
belt,
wanted
goes
that.
down. Big time
I don't know.
from
You,
Edible.
JJ, you and Goose would correct me, but I think I get the vibe that Edo sees Hayden as his chief nemesis. I don't know if Hayden feels the same way about Edo.
Hayden doesn't care. Hayden has told me that he's beaten Edible for like 2 years now.
Yeah. But, like, I get it, you know what I mean? Like, Edo, I love that Edo competes in all the open weight, and it's clearly what he wants, is to go against heavies, you know?
Let me find the quote. 'Cause the shit they said about Rollertown angered me. And Hayden.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, the description on his Rollertown second place. Frustrating tournament despite getting 15 wins. The 2 losses to Hayden were tough to handle. It really sucks to not lose, not at all based on skill, but on size. You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now with the way sumo is as a sport. On the bright side, I am still alive. Hayden beat him twice in a row, and it wasn't Hayden's fault, apparently. I think I left a comment on there that he never got back to. Yep, I'm the only comment he hasn't replied to, and I was slightly insulting. Hilarious.
Yeah. I don't remember, JJ or Goose, do either, how did Edo fare? Because Jay Scriven was in that 3-way tie at the end, right? Like, how did Edo fare against Jay? Because Hayden and Jay have similar sizes. I think Hayden's a little bigger, but...
Give it 2-3 minutes, let our fighters get ready.
I forget. I know that he beat him in the playoffs. I don't remember during.
That's what I was curious about, is if in the whatever regular season, for lack of a better phrase.
Jay gave him his only loss in the tournament, and that's why we had a 3-way playoff.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I know their sumo's not identical, but I consider that similar. But yeah, Edo did beat Jay in that playoff, and clearly we just watched Edo beat Hayden, so he can beat the heavies. But yeah.
What is she even going on about?
Fighters ready.
Dude, I wanted
Judges
the
ready.
giggle salt specifically for that comment. Goose, what are you talking
He was talking about Edo replying to you, and then she said that it didn't happen.
All right. I was off in my own world.
Ham got Edible last time earlier in this tournament.
I mean, well, like on the day of Rollertown, like when he was crying about his silver medal, like I went up to him to like say like, hey man, you did a good job, don't worry, and he told me to go away. It's like, bro.
Big hit from him. Edible going under, gets the leg and sends him down.
Ooh.
He's not doing sumo, he's just wrestling these boys.
Yeah. That did look like a Greco-Roman takedown.
Gets the leg and sends him down.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's fine, he just landed hard.
Yeah.
Yep, told you.
Not the win out of him.
Sumo Dojo, give him a round of applause. Great match.
So his knees, nothing landed wrong.
Edible moves on. Great job.
Edibor, if you saw him at Nationals, he did not like to lose. He lost his first match against Troy, and then after that, he pushed everyone into the seats.
Yeah, Edibor's a punk-ass bitch. Like, fucking get over yourself. Yeah, losing sucks. Deal with it.
He would beat the guy and then throw him into his family.
Damn.
Daniel had
Oh, you got silver at Rollertown. It's a massive tournament. It's a massive achievement. Yeah. The amount of people that didn't get silver, 40 people did worse than you. And they weren't crying. Shut the fuck up, Edo.
I cried a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. Edo was like 2 hours.
Yeah, they're crying because they got 38th place out of 40.
Or because their shoulder will never be the same.
Dude, I wanted to go home when I lost 7 in a row at Rollertown.
He's gonna stay alive.
And home for Goose is a hard call.
So Cornelius trying to get underneath. Dan trying to grab him. Underhooks there. Cornelius with a belt grip, going for a turn, finds himself at the edge, resisting well at the edge, and out he goes.
Oh, but Corny got it.
I'm not saying, like, I'm not saying it's bad to be upset that you lost. Like, it sucks. It does hurt. But, like, he sat down in fucking misery for 2 hours and was rude to people about it over second place.
It is interesting because I don't know. Yeah, it's at what point does competitivity become a detriment? Because like obviously, you need to want to win,
Let's make some noise.
or else
First final
I
qualification
don't know how
match.
far you can go in any kind of
Who's going to
one-on-one
the
sport.
end?
But it is interesting. At some point, surely it becomes more of a drag than a benefit.
Unless you're a great.
Yeah.
Every single one of the greats had that drive.
Like
I mean,
Hakuho, yeah.
I mean, Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, Michael Jordan is a garbage human being. Yeah.
Yeah. But he specifically because he went so fucking hard.
Yeah, like they
yeah.
hate
Like-
losing more than they like winning is the thing.
Big
Yeah.
hit from Eric. Pull down attempt from
Oh, man.
Nice.
Eric's so strong defending that pull and then just throwing him in like he was a little baby boy.
Sumo.
That was awesome.
Like
It's
the
like,
consistent
for
factor is
shoulder.
hating losing more than it is enjoying winning.
For Shorter, I think he enjoys both. I mean, he loves winning just as much as he hates losing. Because Horse Shorter knows he can beat everyone on the Banzuke.
Yeah,
He
Hoshori
knows he
looks
can beat him.
furious sometimes when he loses. Like he immediately knows the mistake he made and what he did wrong, and like he comes back stronger
Yeah,
the next
because
day.
he knows that he can beat everyone on the sumo rankings. But just sumo, but it is sumo. In sumo, sometimes you lose.
Yep. Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the nature of the sport. A misstep, a little bit off balance. These matches are seconds long.
Winner of this matchup is going to take on Thomas at Horizon Sumo next.
It's fertile ground for mistakes,
Winner of this matchup.
and even just somebody being better at the moment.
Yeah, somebody just having a good tournament or something, yeah.
Hell, not even a good tournament, maybe just a good match.
Good start there from Edwell trying to get in low. Daniel trying to raise him up, get those underhooks.
Well,
Gets the
inside's
grip
looking
on the
strong.
belt,
Crush
sets him
out.
down.
Edda loses.
Winner, Daniel.
Crush out was good.
Sumo Club.
Yeah, you got the double
Edward.
inside onto edible.
Edward, when you see him lose and he does his bow, he wants to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Going home with nothing.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, we'll give
Nah. Hey. Goodbye.
And he's going to be taking on Thomas. Loser against third place. Winner goes on to face Eric in the gold medal match.
Oh, winner goes on to face Eric. Oh boy.
Oh no. I don't know. I guess like
Taking on Thomas.
on this entire conversation is interesting because the only things I've ever seen from like Eric win are like nothing but good vibes. So I'm also like I totally agree with JJ. I think he's correct about that like hypercompetitivity being an asset. But at some point, like, you think about someone like Shaquille O'Neal, who's just a big goofball and had almost no competitive drive by one stance, and then, like, Eric, who's, like, amazing, and just also seems like a good dude. I don't know. I feel like there's another way to do it, is what I'm trying to say.
He didn't hate losing, but he loved winning. And that's why, like, Kobe said, like, if you actually tried, I could have had 4 more championships.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And those are literally the examples I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Gets a hand on the belt, has him at the edge. Big throw from Thomas, gets the win.
Thomas throws down.
Daniel takes third place. In the inaugural
I like this guy. This is another Raijin guy, right? Thomas, the Redbeard Pirate, is another Raijin.
Fucking Redbeard Pirate. I mean, what I like about Thomas already, just from the couple of matches that I've seen, is that his footwork and he's really good at keeping his center of balance, even when he's getting thrown. He's upright.
Wait, so Brandon, he lost that one match, but what was the other one that he lost? He got eliminated.
Brandon lost to Daniel. The New York Greens.
Oh,
Like it was.
lost to him too.
Yeah, and I don't really know. You guys would know more about this than me. Like Daniel intentionally gave Brandon his right shoulder, like, and gave up the back of his Mawashi, and then just kind of like worked him out. I don't know. It was interesting.
Twice to take gold.
Yeah.
Is Eric gonna seal the deal first try, or is Thomas gonna make him work for it? Give him a couple minutes to get ready, and we'll get
Brandon
down into
at this riverfront went 20-1.
Nice. Buffalo Man does seem like another guy who definitely has some hyper competitive vibes. Uncertain if his is to the point of self-destruction. You'd know more about that than we would, Kai.
No, his is definitely he doesn't he's not definitely to that level.
No.
He'll have fun in the ring.
Yeah. Even if his version of having fun is slapping his own face, which I have watched him do.
Yeah. And then once he's out of the ring,
Alright,
we
it's
actually
final
did a
time, everybody.
training camp.
Judges ready.
It was actually just Gabe, myself, and Brandon.
Fighters
the next day.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Eastside,
he
Eric
loves
Wynn
to
at
learn.
Rising Sumo.
He just
Westside,
likes the
Thomas
sport,
at
and
Rising
yeah.
Sumo. Let's get these finals
He doesn't really have much
going, boys.
competitiveness to Sumo.
I'm back. Who's winning?
We're about to see Redbeard the Pirate versus Eric the Monster.
I might be misremembering this wrong, but I think the Redbeard's a priest. Or is like about to become one. Jay, do you
What?
remember that story?
I love this!
Oh, yeah, vaguely. Yeah, super vaguely.
Yeah, me too.
There's no way you would make that up. That has to be
Well, he
true.
didn't
Otherwise,
tell
why
me,
would
that's
that be
the
in your
thing.
brain?
Sumo here.
Oh.
I have an approximate knowledge of some of these
I'm
guys.
remembering someone else's story about him.
Nah, yeah, fair.
Brandon, actually, Brandon, when we fought each other in the teams division, we both nodded at each other because
Big hit from Thomas.
we
Almost
know
gets
each
the
other
second
very well.
title.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be
Maybe
second place for
Inca?
Thomas, and your champion of the inaugural East Coast
How-
I thought
How
you
can
sidestep thrust him out.
Win at Rising Sumo.
Is that a Hanka?
No, let's rewatch it.
Big hit from
He meets him honestly,
Nope.
then pulls him down.
Oh,
But it's
yeah,
not
it was a
enough. He
meet.
does recover,
almost
but
gets the second.
killer
There he
instinct
goes.
doesn't let him breathe.
Rebound. That's gonna be second place for Thomas, and your champion of the inaugural East Coast Thunderdome tournament.
Why is Eric not going to Worlds? What did he compete at Nationals this year, or was he hurt? Because I know he
No, he
lost
did
to
not go.
Seth 2 years ago. Oh, so he just didn't even compete. Okay, fair enough.
No.
Because even though the dude, isn't he like 40 now, and he still is just
Great
this
job,
good?
everybody. Let's hear some noise for
He's
all
over
the
40.
fighters today. Great
Yeah.
matches.
Just a beast.
A lot of fighting spirit all around.
I think he just got commitments.
We're gonna have prizes handed out here in a minute.
Okay,
to our
I mean that's
winners. Stay
fair.
tuned.
He's an adult. That's what happens.
I mean, also he's been there. He's been to Worlds 4 times. Maybe he just wanted a break.
Man, there you go.
What did he just throw on the roof?
I think he went too far
No, he
forward.
threw it to the bin. Okay.
Oh.
Alright,
First up,
well,
let's get all our fighters down here to the dojo. Let's get a group picture for the first East Coast Thunderdome
Annabelle seems to be a little bit
tournament.
happier.
Yep.
I do think those. He seems to mesh better with those Raijin guys, the guys who he originally came up with.
Yeah, they're his boys.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everything seems to be wrapping up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of plan to go for 40 more minutes, so I guess we'll watch Dallas Sumo Club practice.
When I fought against
Great work, Corey.
Brandon.
Fantastic thing to open the camera on.
Perfect.
Hell yeah, Russell. Russell's great.
Is that the guy who just went across?
Fat white guy.
Uh-huh.
is this live right now?
It is live right now.
I think they just started streaming.
Perfect timing.
15 minutes ago. Oh, we're like an hour away from matches.
Tell them that we're watching.
Yeah.
Tell them that we're restreaming.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good as rugby league.
Want to check out the riverfront?
Yeah, send the link.
Also, JJ, I haven't talked to you in so long. How you been, man?
Not bad. Just kind of vibing, you know. Had some family things going on.
Oh,
Yeah, it is what it is.
well, yeah. Had you?
It's just under GR Sumo in search bar.
How was that on your channel, was it?
Yeah.
Riverfront Sumo Tournament?
Yep. I don't think you're sharing your screen.
It's like a 5-hour event, homie. We'll do a whole other thing for that, don't you worry. We'll watch this next weekend, guaranteed. How about that? Won't be able to appreciate all of it now.
Next weekend is Basho, though. I mean, this Sunday is Basho, so this whole 2 weeks is gonna be Sumo Basho.
Depends
We'll
on
do
how
that
much of
after.
yeah. How much of a degenerate Goose wants to be? Does he want to get up, watch Amazumo, go straight into Prozumo?
Yes. Chuck on a bit of it, but we'll do like a whole proper thing for this.
Yeah, for sure.
We
Could Lightning McQueen
Lightning
beat Max
McQueen?
Verstappen around a lap?
Yeah, that looks about
All right.
Who?
Get me out of here. What the fuck? Skip. What the target?
Max Verstappen is a 63-time. Include people like Lightning McQueen, Doc Hudson, and Strip Weathers, but also include people like Mario Andretti. Drive this. Do not drive this. Now, mild spoiler, but due to the aforementioned 57 miles per hour, 5.
Sorry.
What is this fever dream?
we could, instead of watching the whole stream, we could go in and watch.
Oh, does it?
Oh, we can watch Kevin Randleman versus Fedor Emelianenko again.
Look at Fedor's eyes.
You guys ever seen this fight?
Why, yes,
who?
Goose, I have.
Emelianenko and who?
Kevin Randleman.
Oh, yes, I've seen this.
Whatever it fucking feels like. How you boys going? Still good? Still good. You ever seen this fight, Kai?
Look at Fedor's eyes. I don't
No, I
think
haven't.
that I saw
Oh,
Fedor's
no, I
eyes
think I-
like this before. I think he has a lot of respect for Randleman.
He didn't make any contact with Randleman eye to eye during the final instructions from the referee.
That means he has nothing against him.
That's correct, and this bout is underway.
Man, Fedor looked way bigger than Randleman to me.
Yeah, it is. They have whatever. Do they have?
It's only about a 9-pound weight advantage for Emelianenko. There's a left by Jackson, or make that
Yeah, that's
Randleman.
not
Sorry,
good.
I have Quentin Jackson's in
Whoa, takedown.
and the takedown by Randleman.
That's all right. All black folks look alike.
No.
It's like you're in Japan, you know.
Yeah. Everybody call me, what's his name? Gary Goodrich. If I could cuss right now.
Randleman to the half guard, and there is a
Can Randleman
turns
take
it
him
around.
down? Whoa! Knees. He should knee to the head now.
My God!
It's like he's hearing you, boss.
North-south position, unbelievable. We have the king of the slam sitting right beside us. And Quentin Jackson, you've got to be amazed, but wow, talk about amazing. Emelianenko
amazed.
turns the tables quick.
I am amazed. Kevin Randleman, see, that's
Emelianenko's a
what I said. I
monster.
want to beat on the black guy here. And he's upstage.
Oh, yeah, don't know how to feel about fair.
Let that go, Randleman. Go to something else.
Yeah, you gotta
But
go.
talk
You gotta let him go.
about strong Emelianenko able to take that slam and now in dominant position.
Hold on, his legs.
Big four.
He's opportunity here to grind in some knees if he establishes himself better, north-south.
Oh, here we go.
There it is. And it's over.
Absolutely terrifying.
Was he always barefoot?
I think so.
Interesting.
Privates of Glory Days. We just missed matches?
I think we just won matches.
Then they're just 20 minutes in and they're already fighting. No practice today.
Love
Is
it.
Russell in a do-rag?
When they do the Shiko and the Suriashi and the Butsukari?
I think they finished with Butsukari. Let's go, Corey.
Did Corey lose that?
Good work. No.
Yeah, he got it.
No, he steps out there. There's just that moment where he's jumping where it looked like I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Yo, Bijan? Corey's actually stepped up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heads up, we've
Well, you don't
detected your
do
video
King of the
stream
Ring
belonging
here?
to someone else. Stream may be temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure the content over. It's like, oopsies. Oh yeah, UFC owns Pride. I forgot about that. Come on, Bijan. Good fight. Anyway, what the four of
Your
us
guys
are here? How do you
supposed to
feel
do
about the
King of the
upcoming
Ring.
Basho? How do you feel about the upcoming Basho?
Yeah.
I was about to put my elbow.
He gets to me a lot faster.
Very excited for a number of reasons. I mean, this is like, I'm excited to see the new vibe of the new Nagoya arena. I think that's going to be fun. The wrestlers, I think, are going to fight different because of it. It's not going to be as sweaty, not going to be as slippery on the ring anymore. The humidity is going to be under control.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that because people are saying they're not going to fight. They're going to fight different because it's not the slippery Basho anymore. But doesn't that just mean it's a regular Basho?
Yeah, but it's not regular for Nagoya.
Yeah, but that just means it's a Basho like any other.
Yeah.
So it's not different.
It isn't.
It's interesting because it's normal, Goose. What's so hard to understand?
That bit.
Well, Andy won the most matches in his.
I will say it is interesting, like, new stadiums in sports and stuff like that, and they always say, like, events lose their character or franchises lose advantage with it or whatever. Again, in Sumo, I don't know if it necessarily matters per se. It's just like one more event that's like the Kokugikon, but I do vibe with what Goose is saying, where, like, no, it was kind of cool that at least one of the Basho every year was just wild. Because I guess it's the same idea with, like, Osaka being called the Stormy Basho because it's, like, storm season in Japan, but also, like, because they could never predict who's going to win.
Wait, does this mean we're going to miss out on Perfect Temperature Man? Who is only at the slippery Basho because wearing the scarf, but also the fan necklace to aim at him while the scarf was on, while wearing a vest and a t-shirt?
Russell.
Control with fucking bonkers.
I hope we see. You know what? He might just be in disguise, not wearing the temperature gear.
See, you said anything yet? No. Maybe.
I find it interesting that they do the they just do a 4-fist touchdown at this Keiko. Because whoever touches their in the 4-fist touchdown, if I get to touch last, I'm getting the jump on it. It's a very big jump that you get when you put your fist down last. So I feel like it's almost better to do it with the calls because it kind of forces your brain to react.
Well, it is
Yeah, but
against how
counterpoint.
Amateur Sumo currently works. But, like,
Yeah, that is
They're
true.
doing sumo here. I think it's such an interesting mind game in it, though.
It is. I was gonna say that. Counterpoint. The oh, he's out. Good job, Russell. 4-fist touchdown is fun.
It is really fun. I just know most of the times I win the 4-fist touchdown matches, and I know if they got a good touch at it, I might not have won.
Well, it also, I mean, I do gotta say, as a big guy, it is good for me to get better at receiving fast tachi-eyes.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, it's something that I actively have to work on, and if it's even a bigger disadvantage for me, then I kind of see it all the better.
Do squats and cleans.
True.
Hey, that's a question just because we're watching Keiko too, but like, how do you guys feel with your sumo? I mean, I'm sure the answer is just a mix, but like the traditional stuff, you know, the foot sliding, the shiko, butskari, versus like modern plyometrics for explosive muscle usage.
What?
What do you do? You do modern training or do you do the traditional stuff?
Actually, just do traditional now, so that keeps things fun.
Yeah. Gotcha.
What the hell does Keiko tomorrow?
I don't know who won that. No, he got it. He did. I wasn't sure.
Who's Keiko tomorrow?
Hey.
Going.
That's awesome.
JJ, if we meet each other at a tournament, I'll give you some fast tachi-eyes.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
JJ, pick him up with one arm like a crane game. Just on the back of the Mawashi.
That's a over is real bad for me. I'm terrible.
It should be your strong suit.
Like that. I know, it's not though.
Oh yeah, you don't like work out ever, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To make your out faster, don't hit the ground, and do both at the same time. You're gonna go faster.
So you can do it?
Yeah. What I do is do this. And if you go one first, one the other, you're kind of like letting him know that you're about to do it. Plus, I think it's illegal to do it separate, right?
I mean, now with the change rules,
Is this Dallas or Houston?
This is Dallas. Fighting out of a, I think Sambo club, was it? No, you didn't train here, did you?
I go told
Give all the information. Malicious grounds, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Neat.
a long time to that, but if you remember, it
Come on, Bijan. This guy on the right, Oscar, I called him Zesty, and then he got mad at me in the most zesty way I've ever seen. Really funny. What do you mean by that? Are you serious? How does Tobizaru do this boss show, do you think?
Good question. Damn, Oscar.
Does he get the brother bump?
It's definitely possible.
Is his brother in here now? Kotoeho?
Yeah.
Hidenaumi is his, I believe,
Older
little brother. Older
Right.
brother. But he's been like banished to the Outlands ever since he got caught up in that pachinko scandal, and now he's back.
First time I heard about this. Goddamn.
Oh yeah,
So
it was big
I
news like
picked-
3 years ago.
I picked Tobizaru to do well last Basho. He didn't have to fight any Sanyaku, no Sanyaku whatsoever. So I thought he'd do really well, and he didn't.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
not good.
Are you talking about his
He looked a
January
little bit-
2022 tournament? Hidenaumi, that is? I've seen a 0 and 15.
Tobizaru
Is that his
didn't look like
pachinko
he
belt?
had the,
What about Hidenaumi, Goose?
January 2022, he missed out on a tournament. Was that the pachinko
That's
ban?
correct. He was suspended.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah, Tobizaru is 3 years younger.
Gotcha. I will say, yeah, to Kai's point, Toby hasn't Kachikoshi'd yet this year.
It's real rough.
Yeah. Like, he's still good. He looks good in his matches. He just doesn't win them.
Rough. Ooh, good tachi-eye. Good recovery, good drive. Nice defense. Yeah, Corey's looking good, man.
He's really leveled up.
I wonder what it'd be like to fight him when he isn't buzzed.
Does he have any interest in that though, JJ?
You know, I don't think it matters.
Because when I first went to Texas, like, he beat me twice. And I was like, damn, because I was still fresh. And then I came back after a year of training, and I beat him 4 times. And I was like, hell yeah. And he was grumpy about it. And then, like, we versed again in practice, and it was like 2-1 to him. So it's like, with absolute confirmation, I can tell he's gotten a lot better as I have gotten better, and he's able to get past me. So good work, Corey. Proud of you. They call me, talk to me.
Ain't gonna happen.
So I got like a lot of
Probably wrap this up in 20 minutes then. It'll be a clean 2 hours.
stuff I need to cough up.
Unless he's on else you guys want to watch.
Do they stream on their phone?
Yeah.
No, they have. Oh, are they on a phone?
Yeah, Siggy puts his own phone on a tripod.
Oh, damn. Nice.
Damn, you really said no when I was
It's
the
not
one who was
cute.
there.
Maybe you should go outside. It's my fucking house.
Shut the fuck up, Corey.
A flawless victory.
No, because I thought I've seen like a
Send
camera
this
being
to
set up for
myself,
this
and we
thing.
are guaranteed watching that next. Thank you for reminding me, Kai.
There's a lot of breaks in they do the Chirichozu in the tournament, so would we just skip through?
No.
Like find the matches, like skip to the matches.
Yeah, easy.
Woo!
Oh yeah, how do you feel about them giving advice mid-match in training, by the way? Like if somebody practices
I think it's
yourself.
fine.
I don't personally think it's useful.
Yeah, like if you have a strategy that you're practicing and then you're being yelled to do something else, I don't like it.
Every time you
like
guys
coach
fought
them
it.
after the
In the
match.
moment, you're
Well,
thinking,
no,
I'm
take that
fighting the thing I'm
2 out of
doing,
the
I'm not
3
changing.
Yeah,
Very nerve
I'm not a fan of it either.
If I change, I'm gonna fail. Or to that quote, the moment you think in combat, you've already lost.
Arms in, both. Good. Wow. See, look how much easier that was. All you had to do was lift.
Now I want to know what they talked about.
I mean, if you get that double inside out of the gate, boom. That's like up to your foot. Yeah, we switched. So I'm
It appears it was a conversation of a double inside grip.
Makes sense. That's what I like the most too.
Yeah. It does seem the most like
this shit.
Sumo's equivalent to American football to me. When they say, what do they say? In offensive line, the term is like put your hands on his steering wheel, like grab the front of his jersey, and you control the match.
This story is great. There was some dude in Australia that got in trouble with the law recently because he was building his own periodic table of the elements, where you'd have like a little glass cube of the element itself.
Yeah.
Ah.
That got a little bit difficult when he has imported uranium.
No, it can't be doing that.
Through like less than reputable means. And like customs just opened uranium. It's like, what the fuck is this?
He's like, don't you? Well, you weren't supposed to open it.
Can't a man have a fucking hobby?
About the principle
Jesus.
of things.
I mean, let's all agree, if he got it through, he should be able to keep it, though, right?
That's the rule. You sneak it by, and it's fine.
I mean, I think that's what ended up happening.
Jump
I
in
don't
with your
know.
right, swing down.
But just
Oscar, jump in with your right and swing down.
trying to figure out
Now
like
you
the
do it.
black market
Yeah.
buying
Whoa.
uranium
I saw
importer
that,
and
yeah.
where it leads.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean.
get a little bounce off.
Yeah, it's gonna get bruised. I'm sorry.
Did you just slap him on the way around?
No, my leg bounced on the,
bounce
on the
knee
ground,
bounce.
and I knee him from down.
His boys are haggard.
Yeah.
Russell doesn't
hot
fight
in
ever,
Texas
by the
today.
way. It was really frustrating. I had to tell him to do his first match when I trained with him. Like, he sat there for like 20 rounds.
Wait, who?
Russell, big fat white guy in the do-rag. The bizarrely hairless man.
You got ahead of him. My idea was to push him backwards.
You did exactly what you should have done like 3 seconds before.
How do you feel about shut-eye in
His leg
proteins?
was super overstretched and then
The 3 6-9s in a row, good lord.
I put you in.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He's not going down.
A 4-11 at Komusubi, and he's yet to go positive this year.
it's easier to go down because
I think he, the way Shodai sees it, the way his brain works, he's like, I got plenty of room for another 6 and 9. We can go ahead and take a break for this one.
I will ride this into the sunset.
you're not
Exactly.
Slowest downfall to Jurio.
I know, that's the thing. That's the thing about
Kaisei
Shodai.
like
He's
that?
gonna go 6 and 9 this boss show, 7 and 8 the next boss show, and then he'll go 10 and 5. He's like, okay, hold on. I don't want to actually lose my paycheck.
I think Kaiser had a very slow, steady decline.
And I was seeing the video and I was like, I should have just pushed him that way.
Yeah, 12-3 John Yu showed M6, M1, M4, M1, Komusubi, M8, M1, M8, M15. Never mind, that was pretty quick. M1, M8, M15, Jurio. Goodbye, Kaisei.
Maybe it was is Aoyama the one who did, but no, Aoyama fought a couple boss show in Jurio though, I think.
He fought until he couldn't.
Yeah.
Kaisei, I tell the story, I haven't told it in a while, but Kaisei, like, was a top dog. Like, he was Seki Wake, you know, like, doing decent numbers. He's got a 12-3 John Yu show to his name. Like, Kaisei was a killer. But, like, I started watching around 2021. And
No, not gonna be the good Kaisei.
yeah, and let's take a look. 6'9", 7'8", 6'9", 00", 15, 8'7", 9'6", 6'9", 6'9", 7'8", 5'7", 4'11", 6'9", 5'10" in Jurio. He goes to 3rd division and retires. That's my entire understanding of Kaisei. Just the most pathetic, sad sap I've ever seen.
It's tough too with Kaisei because, like, I want Brazilian sumo to have major representation in Ozumo the same way I want the Hawaiians to come back, but I'm like, I guess these are eras that are just gone or never were. Sumo is huge in Brazil because there's so many Japanese expats there.
Yeah, they're very competitive at Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they had like again, the Ukrainians are obviously great at sumo, so it's awesome that they have sort of their 2 guys who are in Ozumo in high profile positions. I just kind of wish the Brazilians had that because, yeah, like you said, Goose, it was Kaisei in 2018, 2019.
I was not here.
Yeah, he used to be cool.
Yeah.
I never got to see those days. So
They were just
my
not.
perception of Kaisei is one of the worst motherfuckers I've ever seen in this sport.
The first time it's a surprise. Then everybody knows what to expect. And they do that.
I think it is your run.
No, I'm fighting him
Oh,
and then
okay.
it's just
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, I was just standing for getting started.
Let's grind.
Let's see here.
You need a red tape?
Oh, Agora is Japanese Brazilian at least. I don't know if he's ever lived in Brazil, but there's one. Maybe they'll get one.
I think Raul is the guy, the heavyweight last time that did really well.
Oh, at Worlds?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Oscar, your head's so far to the side.
Also, why did you run past me?
Hell yeah, Darren Lewis made
you were
weight.
expecting
I'm
to
so
hit.
ready for the time we'll watch you at UFC.
So I went to the side just to grab you. I was curious what's harder, my head or your chest cavity. I mean, like.
There was this interview, JJ, where like Derek Lewis is coming off a 3-fight win streak. He was like, "So do you think there's a title shot for you in the future?" Hell no, man. I want to keep beating up taxi drivers.
Your head is straight. You always need to open.
I dig it.
If you go to the knees, so you're
He knows what he's about.
You live here. Okay, well, opposite sumo, but your head and chest, that's where you need to be. Yeah. Little by little, that habits are dying, but yeah, that's like instinct. Yeah, when you get yourself too excited, it's just yeah. That's why he was just like, ole. Should be showing? Yeah, it should be. Where's it supposed to be? It should go. No, I think it's AJ, then Shung, and then you. Okay, you. My round is next. Oh, so it actually goes Shung, Corey, and then you. Yeah. So Shung, are you not doing it right now? Is that a joke? His bell. I don't know. Oh, I was just making sure your bell's not still wrong. Oh, there ain't nothing again. That's not necessarily. Hey, I'm only asking because I'm some of the other Keiko.
I'll wrap this up in 10 minutes. Come on, do-rag, Russ. Let's see
I
some
did a
wins.
Christmas bow, maybe that'll be private.
First match.
Let's fucking do it.
Look at that lean. Somebody capitalized on it.
Goose, I think you're the only person this will mean something to besides me. But
He just
so now
slipped to a double outside. Fuck yeah, let me get this outside double grip real quick. Nice work, Russ. Oh, it's kind of working actually.
Go deeper.
Lift up a
No,
little
it's
bit
kinda
more. No, not really.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Well done. You were saying? What's your name? Rick?
Are you a rugby watcher, Goose, or is cricket more your sport?
I can watch both. What are you talking about?
Agora, the Japanese Brazilian guy, was actually a college rugby player. He played prop for Nagoya University.
Cool.
I know he's stablemates with Aonishiki is the only reason I know who he is.
No, I can understand rugby players getting into sumo. Like
Yeah, and
crash tackle kind of
prop
thing.
is the position I would have picked to switch to sumo too.
Oh yeah, you must believe I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna clip it too.
Oh, prop? Yeah, that makes way much sense.
Flow-mo, bro. Gotta watch it in flow-mo.
Silence core. Ooh, Bijan.
Oh, Russ!
Oh man, he was in such a good position.
It is?
He went for the push. He should have grabbed the back of the belt.
Everybody's posting.
Hayden was talking
Bijan
about
is
how, like, when Russell was
slippy.
actually really trying to improve, he was making like tremendous effort, and then he just kind of stopped caring.
If
Apparently,
you just hold it, then
Damn,
I mean, it's just
that's
doing nothing
rough.
but stalling the match. You gotta just push through and then keep throwing hits.
it happens.
I'd be talking about Notawa.
Yep.
He was saying that the Notawa.
Last week's match. Yeah. That was fun. Another one.
And then a rapid succession of Notawa, throat strikes, or Hadite, anywhere strikes.
It is good to know that you can ask to towel down your opponent, which is a factor in how I lost at Oceanics in 2023.
Oh.
If you want to watch somebody who is the
Just hit him with one of the most powerful Oshi Tachis in my life.
my favorite,
And slipped right through. Just opened the door on myself.
I love him.
like that.
He's tiny too.
There's one of the white guys.
I feel like, yeah, toweling guys off, and then what about in the Amazumo scene, like fingernails? Is that a big problem if dudes have some claws on
Yeah,
them?
you get scratched up a little bit.
It can be rough. Cornelius actually did a nail check for the guys on Rollertown on his team.
Nice.
Really?
I mean, I feel like that's good form, you know?
Good drive, actually. Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
I knew that jump to the right. Thank you.
Hey, so you came in it good, but the last minute you did this jump and then like completely loosened up.
Oh, and I had it here?
Please don't do that over there. I mean, you were some like a nice little even cannonball and then you went whoop, and like opened up and jumped. You started perfect. Deep in that grip. Take out all this real estate you got. Deep in that grip. Go way over.
No, this fight's not anymore.
Now just twist. Sorry,
He's on. Good drive. Real awkward position.
Yeah.
Oh, Tsutai Zori! Oh! He almost went for a Tsutai Zori. That was crazy.
Say that again?
JJ's putting us to shame. He knows the moves.
Oh, yeah. See what you mean. Muay Thai in Brisbane's starting to kick off, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Lucy's defending her world championship belt soon. Two of the guys from my gym should be going back for their state champion to reclaim it. It's funny as there was 2 Queensland state champions in my gym, and they both lost their belt on the first defense. And they're both trying to get it back. So, unlucky. Better luck next time. And then a mate of mine I've been practicing with has his fight coming up. His first ever fight. That'll be fun to watch.
But for your reasoning, it's different. But what the things that.
Out of curiosity, Goose, is there a big Thai expat population in Australia?
Not really.
No, okay, just the sport has clearly transitioned over.
Yeah, Muay Thai is just popular. Good look at this, though.
There's another reason why I'm staying there.
This is going to be on the card my mate's fighting on.
It's so good. I love it. That's true Thai style. Like, hey, what if we just had these children just throw down?
Oh, I love it, bro. That's sick.
It's so good.
I love the intense-ass fight cards. That's great.
Check us out at the
so
Nissan Arena.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Corey's just looking good these days. Pretty awkward touch, yeah. Could definitely get punished though. But slips onto the inside. Double inside, exactly where it needs to be. Good shove. Alright, anything? Anyone got anything they want to play for the go home?
Nah, just check out Sunday morning Sumo show for the boss show. Here we go. Yokozunas.
Put on Dark City, dude.
We are 2-2, and we're somehow still alive. By the way, that video is
No, it's
fine.
crazy, bro. It's crazy.
You get at least 1.5 seconds of titties in your YouTube video, as far as I can tell.
Oh,
That's
man.
gonna be it from us then. Thanks for watching, everyone.